I am showing you how to wear the BioFond foundation, which comes in a cake, and it's a cream, and you just glide it on. All I have on my face right now is the sunblock, and I had some blush or something on it. So you can see that this is very creamy and it's sheer, and you want to go under the eye, down the nose, around the lip. So I just take a little and I dot it, and then I take a clean finger and I blend. Or you can use a angled blending brush to do that with, but I don't have time to do that. So you can see that it'll give me coverage in this area here on my discoloration. So you can see that it gives you a very clean color. Just a little bit goes a long way. Just put a blob on and then blend it out. Don't forget your upper lip. There's glitter here. Oh, okay. So that is the BioFond. This is truffle. It's a pink and a yellow blend. And then over this you can do your concealer. So I usually start everything with the your Colourscience Flex, and then your Colourscience 3-in-1 if you have that as the concealer. Remember, you're just going to push the button on this and let the product come out a little bit. It goes a really long way. Now you can do this. It's usually done underneath the foundation, but if you want to add more in, because look at me, I'm kind of dark in here. Look at what a nice lift that is. My other concealer is the Wonder Cover, and the Wonder Cover comes in a silver tube, and this is a tester because I opened it up, but it's very, very potent, and you only need like a concealer brush, and you take a couple dots and then blend. Very little bit. I even like to take it around this area too. Or if you're going to a party, since it's holiday time, you do want to base your upper lip a little, especially for us mature people. So over the lid and under the lid, and then blend. So there is a lot of finger work to my makeup application that I'm showing you. So basically you have a choice of, this is praline, this is truffle, and this is top chic. I'll show you. But they're really creamy, and you can just kind of, you don't need a lot of product. Why am I not seeing it? There we go. Sorry. And so you can kind of build whatever area you want more coverage in, especially if you're having discoloration here. You can see that I have discoloration up here. So you don't necessarily have to use the Wonder Cover. You can use the BioFond. It does come with a sponge, and you can always buff it out with a flat brush. You don't want it to be too thick, so you do want to buff that out. So that is how you wear your Colourscience plus your BioFond, which comes in a compact like this. This is the large size. We have a small size. It's about this size, and it's not the same, but it's compact. And then if you want, it usually has a sponge underneath that you can use to just buff things out as you need to, especially in the creases. A brush or a sponge is fine. And it has this lovely little well to put it in. So that's a holiday look from me. It's really not holiday, it's just a basic technique. Have a great day. Here is step 2 to the BioFond foundation. I am very pink, and I determined that the color lime was a really good contour color for me, because it gave me depth without looking orange. See the difference? So your contour goes right in line with your joint right here. And you want to work it in and come forward. Your contour can also be up here in the temple to make your face curve a little nicer. And it can also be on the jawline, which is really nice for us people with looser jawline. So Limelight is a BioFond color that's kind of neutral. We also do have a bronzer, which you could add to that a little bit and then buff that in. Or use your brush to just give you a nice smooth look. A little tone. Depends on how much you want. Go through with the brush, you're going to brush on an angle. So you're coming around and then down. But you never want anything darker than the line from your nose to your ear. Okay? And that point, you can go back in and use even a highlighter. And so that's like basic, one color, contour, a little highlight, and you can also use shimmers and other fun things to add for your holiday look. So, let me know at WendyCityFaces if you need any other help or other ideas. And I love this. This is also, the larger size is 72 and the smaller size is 30. But literally the small size will last you a couple months. You don't need very much at all. I've had this compact for, I don't know, 6 months, and I don't wear it every day. I usually wear my Colourscience every day, but I can get a lot of mileage out of the BioFond. So there's the look. Once you have your concealer, your highlight, a light base coat over your lid, which for the holiday season I'm working with Spotlight, which is a pinky frost cream. And see, it has this really nice shimmer. You have to get your finger into the cake really well and get it on. It's a little bit dry, but it's a Colourscience product. It's great. So this is the Spotlight, and then I have Ray of Light, which is a yellow or white one that would be great for anybody with a little more golden skin tone. So these are my new shimmer eye bases by WendyCityFaces. And so I have that all over. And now I'm going to use my gel eyeliner pencil. And this one is in black because I'm looking for a little more drama. So I have it on already, but I want you guys to know how you do this. You lift your lid up and you push the pencil into the lash line. So you have more oomph underneath. Push, push, push. So you're working the waterline. Okay? Now, I also like a little bit on top. Now, I don't necessarily wear black, but if you're going to a holiday party, it's a really great look to do. And then you can put on any of the eyeshadow options, which we have as well. So, again, the look is very kind of neutral. It's kind of a wash of color. So, I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of my favorite crayon color, which is called Canyon. It's from Glow. you're looking for is a little bit of depth up here. So you can start it on the end of the lid and just one line and then blend it, depending on how much you want. These blend really fast. They dry quickly and they're not hard to work with. Just use a stiffer brush to buff the edge out. So you have like a really soft lift to the face. So then the last touch would be possibly using topaz, excuse me, on the bottom.